Hello everyone, welcome back to my another tutorial. In this tutorial we will learn how to install GCC compiler for C and C++. We will also learn how to install Visual Studio Code and write and execute C or C++ programs with it. Watch this video till the end because in the end I am going to share some interesting tips for Visual Studio Code. Let's get started. So open your browser, Google browser, and type mingw. The first link which you are getting, click it. This is minimalist GNU for Windows. Come down and click on the download link. So here you can see several options are coming. So this icon you are getting. So just click on the window icon of this particular link. You can see this mingw-get-setup in your download folder. Click this particular thing, run the installer. Click on view install, submit the request and install it. By default installation directly which we are getting is c:\/minw. Do not disturb it and just click on the continue button. mingw installation manager is getting installed. It will take some time. It depends on the speed of your computer system. So let it install everything. Wait for some time. Now you can press continue. Processed 113 of 113 items, 100% things have been done. Now you can click on the continue option. Now it is showing packages. What are the packages which you have to click here? Because you have to install GCC for C and C++. So you will click this GCC mingw 32-bit GCC and click on the installation button which is appearing at the top left side of the window and update the catalog. Now click on the apply folder. So things are getting installed. While it is installing everything, you can just go to our C drive and see whether mingw folder is there or not. So mingw folder is there inside our C directory, inside our C drive, and there are few folders like bin, lib, exec, share and variable. So let it install everything. You have to wait for some time. Our mingw installation manager is working perfectly fine. It is installing all the packages which we need to have C and C++ GCC compiler. So this package provides the mingw implementation of the GNU C++ language compiler. This is an optional component of the mingw compiler suite. You require it only if you wish to compile programs written in C++ language. It will take time. It depends on the speed of your computer system. So let it install everything. You have to wait and watch. Once this will be installed, we will check whether our C++ or C compiler are working or not with the help of our command prompt. So all the changes were applied successfully. You may now close this dialog. Great. So everything is installed now. Now we can close this window. We will also close this and this window. Now go to start and in the search program and file type cmd. The command prompt will appear, and go to any drive or create one folder, like I am creating C++ program PRG. So this is my directory where I will store all the C++ program or C programs. Now to check whether our GCC is working perfectly fine or not, so to check it, types GCC. What it is giving? GCC is not recognized. So why it is giving so? Because we haven't set this in the environment variable of our computer system. So to set this in the environment variable, so go to the bin folder, copy everything, copy this path c:\minGW\bin, minimize it, go to the computer, right click, then properties, advanced settings, then click on environment variable, click on path. You can see the path here. Just type semicolon and paste the entire path which we have copied from that place. Now press the OK button. Again OK for this window, environment variable window. OK. Now go to command prompt by typing cmd. Type GCC. So now it is giving a fatal error, no input file, compilation terminated. So it is asking for something to be given here. So we will type GCC --help. The GCC compiler will everything. That means if it is showing like this, your GCC compiler is working perfectly fine. If you want to test the G++, then you type G++ --help. So our G++ is also working perfectly fine. Now our task is over. C compiler and C++ compilers are working perfectly fine. Now we will type some program to check whether these things are working perfectly fine or not with our C or C++ program. So first we try to write C++ program with the help of Notepad. So open Notepad and save this particular file as your first, type first.c. and save this file to the folder which we have created in F drive, C++ PRG. So we will write simple program where we will include stdio.h, then we will write void main, and inside void main we will write simple print statement, printf \n hello world. So this is our small program, and we will try to compile this program with the help of our GCC compiler. So minimize it, go to again the same command window and type GCC. First of all, you need to go to the same folder where your program is there. So our program is in F drive, and in the F drive we have to go C++ PRG. Here we can see our file name first.c by typing dir command. Now we can write GCC and the name of your file .c. So it is compiled successfully. If you want to see the output, what you will do, then we can check by typing dir whether our file is available here or not. So first.c file is here. So now we will compile it by writing GCC first.c. So now our first.c file is compiled successfully. Now if you want to run it, you are seeing that by typing, you can check that by typing dir. Here you can find one more file, that is a.exe, where the output of first.c will be available. So if we write a.exe, if you type a.exe, your output will be appeared here. So in this way we can check whether our C program is working perfectly fine or not. If you want to do the entire task by using one command, so what you will do, you can type gcc file name first.c, write option O, and the output will be stored in one file. So you have to give the name of that output file. So I am giving my C file. So output will be stored here, my C file. Okay, now by typing dir, you can see that my C file .exe is also available here. So if you write my C file.exe, you can get the output directly. So also in this way you can check whether your C program is working or not. If you want to do entire thing in one command, how you can do? Write gcc name of your file first.c, option O, my C file, the output file name, and ampersand my C file.exe. So your output will be appear directly by writing the entire command. Here we have used double ampersand operator to combine both the commands. You can choose another option like gcc first.c ampersand a.exe, because every time when we compile our C program, the output will be stored in a.exe. So by compiling one program and then writing the name of a.exe to produce the output, to get the output, we are combining both the command, and if we are writing like this, the output will be appeared. If you want to change the content of the program, you can change by going to the file. Now in place of hello world, I am writing welcome to my channel. Save it, again go to the command prompt, write same command gcc first.c ampersand a.exe. Now welcome to my channel will be appeared. Now if I change once again like and subscribe, now we will use another command gcc first.c. This particular -o is for producing the output file, and the name of output file will be my C file, and it will make my C file. And why we are writing double ampersand? Joining two commands. So it will compile the C file, produce the output file, give the name of that output file my C file, and now by writing my C file.exe we are producing the output. So like and subscribe is coming. It is very tedious task to write our C and C++ program by using Notepad or any other available editor with the Windows. So it would be always better to use integrated development environment. So to install the best integrated environment, we will go to install Visual Studio Code. So go to Google and type Visual Studio Code. The first option is code.visualstudio.com. Choose the download Visual Studio Code and download the installer. Because my system is 32-bit, so I am choosing the 32-bit installer here for Windows 7. So as soon as I click this, it is getting downloaded from the site vscodeusersetup.exe. It will take time. So the entire file is 53 MB. downloading process of VS Code user setup is going to be completed in few seconds. So as it is completed, we will, okay, so you can go to the download folder and check that VS Code user setup is available with your downloads folder. Double click it. As soon as you double click, it will start the installing process. Run it. Because my system is already having this code, so I will not proceed it. So just you have to follow the steps which it is telling you, and step by step this Visual Studio Code will be installed with your system. So I am skipping this and I am directly taking you to the Visual Studio Code. Okay, that is perfectly fine. So now we will go to Visual Studio Code. So this kind of icon will be available after the installation of Visual Studio Code, right? So in the command prompt, we will go in the command prompt, and whatever directly inside whatever directly you are working in, just go to that directory and type code space dot, so that Visual Studio Code will be opened with this directory. Right now this is opening. Okay, and our current working directory is what? Our current working directory is C++ PRG. Close it, and as we click on first.c, we can see our program which we have made with the help of Notepad. Now to get ease with Visual Studio Code, we need to install some extension here. So this icon is appearing, you click this icon and type here C++. So we will first install C++ IntelliSense. Why we are installing this? Because we need to have the autocomplete option. What is autocomplete option? Whenever you are writing one code, so it will suggest what you are going to write, and by simply pressing tab, the entire code will be completed. So we will install it. I will show you how it works after installation. So we are installing C++ IntelliSense debugging and code browsing. One more, it is suggesting at the bottom, the C++ extension is recommended for this file type. So we will also install this, because it is what it is recommending. This particular Visual Studio Code is recommending us to install this also. So it is installed. So after installation of IntelliSense, C++ in IntelliSense, we will install C++ extension. So language component extension also we are installing. Now another thing, type C++ and choose this C++ compile and run. Compile and run. This option also we need to install to get ease with our Visual Studio Code. Just click on the install option. So it is also installing this one. So let it install each and everything. Then we will go to write our C program, and we will see how to compile and execute our C program with the help of Visual Studio Code. Because we have already installed our GCC or G++ compiler. So now as soon as we complete the entire thing, our GCC will be connected with our Visual Studio Code, and whatever we are writing here, we can directly execute our GCC compiler or G++ compiler with the help of Visual Studio Code. Okay, fine. So now we go to our file. So whenever you want to create another file, click it, new file, and write second.c. Right. One more thing we will do, we'll go to the setting option. Now go to the setting, go to the second setting icon first. It will open one menu. Then choose setting, and in the text editor option you just click the formatting. So and come on this format on save option and click this one. If it is not clicked, just click it. So what it will do, whenever you are saving your file, so that file will be in the format, that file will be formatted when you are saving it. So no need to format it line by line. Whenever we press the Ctrl S or when we save the file, it will automatically format it, right? Okay, now we type our second program, include stdio.h. Now void main. So as we type a single parenthesis, it is automatically closing that parenthesis. If I write curly braces, it is closing it automatically. So it is what autocomplete. Okay, now what we'll do, we write our small program, we declare one integer variable a, assign 10 to it, and we try to print this with the help of our print function. Value of a is %d ampersand, right? So it is autocomplete because it is suggesting a variable which you have made earlier. So that is what autocomplete option which we have installed earlier, right? So now our program is perfectly fine. We can save it by pressing Alt Fs or Ctrl S, or you can directly go to save option. So the shortcut is Ctrl S. So as soon as you, suppose you have written code like this and you are pressing Ctrl S, then it will be, that file will be formatted, because both the statements integer a equal to 10 and printf statement in a single line, as soon as we click Ctrl S on save option, it is going to be formatted. So this is the option which we have installed earlier, right? Now okay, go to this view option and click on the command palette. So as soon as you click on the command palette, you just write compile and choose this particular thing. So either you click on it or press F6, your program will be compiled and the output will be appeared. Okay, see the output is appeared. If your program is having, then it will show the error, because we haven't used semicolon with few statements, that is why it is giving error. So again we are putting semicolon and you are saving the program and pressing the F6 option. Let's see whether compiled or not. Our program is now compiled and it is giving the value is this one. Okay, no need to put ampersand here while you are displaying the value. So that is why I have taken it wrongly. Now you press the F6 option and your output will appear here. So that is how we write our code with Visual Studio Code and choose F6 option to compile it and see the output. Okay, compiled successfully. And because you are using terminal, go to this option. You can create as many terminal as you want, and because we are using terminal already, this is C++ compile run option, so it is kind of terminal, and here we can type all the commands which we were typing in the Windows command shell. So whatever work we were doing over there, same work we can do in this particular terminal. Like if you want to see how many files are there inside this folder, so no need to go to the Windows command prompt, you can directly type dir to check how many files are there. Okay, so we have created first.c file, second.c file, 2 C files we have created, and automatically the GCC compiler has created a.exe and mycfile.exe, which we have created earlier when we were using command prompt. Now another thing, one more program we write here, that is C++ program. So THIRD third dot CPP, because we will write CPP program, C++ program, so the extension by default will be CPP. Okay, now the new file will open and that file is ready to write any C++ program. Okay, so first line of C++ program is include. So see, here we are getting the autocomplete. I have written only #I and it is giving this particular help. So it is called auto type. So I just press tab option, so the entire thing is automatically written. Now I type that angle bracket, open angle bracket, and I just choose IO. So IO, the IO stream I have chosen, and press tab. So tab option is what? Tab option is writing the entire thing. If you are writing C++ program, so you need to write using namespace, using space namespace space std. It is just to create a namespace because we will use cout or cin function. Okay, so we need to use this particular thing using namespace std. So in this program I am going to simply type welcome to C++ tutorial, right? This thing I want to write here. First of all, I will create one void method main, then I will create angle bracket. Inside the angle bracket I will write std scope resolution operator cout angle brackets, two angle brackets, and within string I will write \n welcome to C++ tutorial. So that is how we type C++ program here. Our C++ program is ready. So now our program, with the help of F6, our program is perfectly working fine. It is compiled and giving output welcome to C++ tutorial, as it is appeared at the bottom of the screen, welcome to C++ tutorial. So in this video we have learnt how to install GCC compiler for C and C++. We have also installed Visual Studio Code, and we have checked this Visual Studio Code for writing C and C++ program, and we have learned the concept of GCC compiler. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.